Take a nostalgic journey back to the 1980s with Just Good Friends, the hit British sitcom that made audiences laugh and cry with the on-again, off-again romance of Vince and Penny. Decades later, fans still remember the witty dialogue, lovable side characters, and unforgettable moments that made the series a classic. But where are the stars now? Some went on to long and varied acting careers, others left the spotlight behind, and a few are fondly remembered after their passing. Let's revisit the cast and discover what became of the familiar faces from this timeless comedy. Paul Nicholas portrayed Vince Pinner in Just Good Friends, 1983, when he was 38 years old. Vince is a brash yet likable Cockney lad with a flashy wardrobe, silver tongue, and an irrepressible belief in his own charm. Once engaged to Penny Warrender, Vince famously jilted her at the altar, an act that defined both their lives for years. When they cross paths again, Vince is eager to reconnect, convinced they still belong together. Despite his impulsive ways and casual approach to life, Vince is sincere in his affection and tries to prove he's changed. His character reflects working-class ambition, romantic idealism, and a refusal to conform to middle-class expectations. The show follows his attempts to reconcile the past with the present, bringing humor, tension, and emotion. In real life, Paul Nicholas had an eclectic career as a pop star, West End musical lead, and television personality. He also co-founded a theater company and starred in shows like Bust, Sunburn, and EastEnders. As of 2025, he is 80 years old. Jan Francis portrayed Penny Warrender in Just Good Friends, 1983, when she was 36 years old. Penny is a smart, poised, middle-class professional with a career in publishing. Her life is turned upside down when Vince, the ex-fiancé who abandoned her on their wedding day, suddenly reappears. Torn between reason and lingering feelings, Penny is cautious but curious, guarded yet still hopeful. She serves as the emotional heart of the series, a modern woman trying to balance her independence with the possibility of forgiveness and love. Penny often questions whether people can truly change, especially someone as unpredictable as Vince. Her sharp sense of humor, patience, and emotional honesty made her deeply relatable to audiences. In real life, Jan Francis was trained as a ballet dancer before transitioning to acting. She found success in dramas like Secret Army and comedies like Stay Lucky, and continued acting on screen and stage for decades. As of 2025, she is 77 years old. Sylvia Kay portrayed Mrs. Warrender in Just Good Friends, 1983, when she was 47 years old. Mrs. Warrender is Penny's mother, elegant, stern, and unflinchingly traditional. She disapproves of Vince and sees his return as a threat to her daughter's hard-won stability. Protective and outspoken, she represents a generation that values social status, reputation, and conventional paths to happiness. Her interactions with Vince often spark some of the show's sharpest comedic moments as she battles with his easygoing irreverence. Despite her stern exterior, Mrs. Warrender's love for Penny is clear, and her occasional vulnerability adds depth to her character. In real life, Sylvia Kay was a respected British actress known for her strong character roles in film, television, and theater. Her credits include appearances in Z Cars, The Professionals, and Together. She was married to writer Jack Rosenthal and admired for her versatility. She passed away on January 18, 2019, at the age of 82, following a long illness. Derek Newark portrayed Eddie Brown in Just Good Friends, 1984, when he was 51 years old. Eddie is a rough-edged, no-nonsense character, often seen as a pub regular and local figure in Vince's world. With a dry sense of humor and an everyman attitude, Eddie offers both comic relief and insight into Vince's roots. He's the kind of friend who might mock you to your face, but stand up for you when it counts. Eddie adds working-class authenticity to the show and reflects the loyalty and banter of long-term mateship. His scenes help flesh out the world beyond the central romance, giving viewers a broader sense of Vince's community. In real life, Derek Newark was a respected stage and screen actor, known for his powerful presence and versatility. He appeared in Doctor Who: The Avengers and was a founding member of the Royal National Theatre under Laurence Olivier. He died on August 11, 1998, at the age of 65, from a heart attack. His work left a lasting mark on British television and theatre. John Ringham portrayed Norman Warrender in Just Good Friends, 1983, when he was 55 years old. Norman is Penny's father, a reserved, dignified, and somewhat awkward man who tries to maintain peace between his wife and daughter. Unlike his more opinionated wife, Norman is mild-mannered and often caught in the middle of family disagreements. Though uncomfortable with emotional confrontations, he cares deeply for Penny and cautiously tries to accept Vince's reappearance in her life. His understated presence brings a quiet warmth and subtle humor to the series. Norman often serves as a bridge between generations, offering hesitant support and old-fashioned wisdom. In real life, John Ringham was a prolific British character actor known for his extensive television work. He appeared in Dad's Army, The Avengers, and Rumpole of the Bailey, among many others. He passed away on October 20, 2008, at the age of 80 from cancer. His calm screen presence and gentle voice made him a favorite in classic British drama and comedy. Linda Hayden portrayed Sonia in Just Good Friends, 1983, when she was 30 years old. Sonia is a confident, flirtatious, and stylish young woman who briefly becomes involved with Vince. She brings a playful and provocative energy to the show, serving as a momentary distraction from Vince's ongoing romantic entanglement with Penny. Though her screen time is limited, Sonia's presence underscores Vince's tendency to seek excitement over emotional depth. She is emblematic of the kind of woman Vince believes he wants: fun, spontaneous, and uncomplicated. But her appearance ultimately helps reveal that what he truly longs for lies with Penny. Sonia contributes to the show's emotional tension while adding humor and glamour to the storyline. In real life, Linda Hayden rose to fame in British horror films such as Taste the Blood of Dracula and The Blood on Satan's Claw. She was a frequent face in the 1970s cult cinema before moving into television and later stage work. As of 2025, she is 72 years old and retired from acting. Adita Bria portrayed the girl in Just Good Friends, 1983, when she was 22 years old. Her character is a youthful, vivacious woman who appears briefly during one of Vince's flirtatious escapades. Though her role is minor and her name never revealed, she adds to the pattern of Vince's spontaneous behavior and romantic entanglements. The girl represents temptation, freedom, and the allure of something different, a contrast to the deep, complex relationship between Vince and Penny. Her presence serves to push the main storyline forward by reminding both the characters and the audience of Vince's inability to fully grow up at that stage. She's more than just a passing fling. She symbolizes the emotional immaturity Vince must overcome. In real life, Adita Bria is a Czech-born British actress who trained at Lambda and went on to appear in Robin of Sherwood, The Escape Artist, and several other British dramas. She later relocated to Los Angeles, where she established herself as a voice actress and narrator. As of 2025, Richard Hefer portrayed Adrian in Just Good Friends, 1986, when he was 40 years old. Adrian is a charming, well-educated, and emotionally balanced man who enters Penny's life just as she begins questioning her relationship with Vince. Unlike Vince, Adrian is dependable and offers the kind of security that Penny's parents approve of. He is calm, thoughtful, and treats Penny with genuine respect. Although Adrian's personality lacks Vince's spontaneous flair, he embodies a potential future of maturity and comfort. His presence challenges Penny to consider what she really wants in a partner: emotional stability or passionate unpredictability. Adrian plays a key role in heightening the emotional complexity of the final episodes. In real life, Richard Hefer became known for his strong, dramatic performances in British television. He starred in Colditz, Enemy at the Door, Howard's Way, and appeared on stage with the RSC. As of 2025, he is 79 years old and remembered for his classic leading man style. John Serret portrayed the registrar in Just Good Friends, 1986, when he was 58 years old. The registrar appears in a key moment involving marriage and represents the institutional face of commitment. Dignified, composed, and professional, his presence is brief but symbolically important. He stands as the embodiment of legality and emotional finality, a contrast to Vince's nervous energy and Penny's internal conflict. The scene in which he appears forces the characters to confront the seriousness of their choices. Though he delivers only a few lines, the moment is pivotal, and his role anchors one of the show's most suspenseful and emotionally charged turning points. In real life, John Serret was a French-born British actor who worked extensively in British television and film. His roles often portrayed authority figures, doctors, and officials in shows like The Saint, Doctor Who, and The Avengers. He passed away in 1997 at the age of 80. Though often cast in supporting roles, his reliable screen presence added weight to every scene he appeared in. Roy Heather portrayed Tom in Just Good Friends, 1984, when he was 49 years old. Tom is a lovable and quirky supporting character who often appears in pub scenes or as part of Vince's extended social circle. He represents the everyman, cheerful, slightly befuddled, and always ready with a dry remark. Tom contributes to the show's working-class realism, offering a backdrop of familiarity and warmth to the romantic ups and downs of Vince and Penny's story. His interactions are brief but memorable, helping to enrich the show's broader social environment. In real life, Roy Heather was best known for his role as Sid, the cafe owner, in Only Fools and Horses, a part that brought him lasting recognition among British audiences. He also made appearances in The Bill, My Family, and Birds of a Feather, often cast as kind-hearted comedic older men. He passed away on September 3, 2014, at the age of 79 after a short illness. His genial personality and gentle humor left a lasting impression on British comedy fans. Ed Bishop portrayed Vernon in Just Good Friends, 1986, when he was 54 years old. Vernon is a smooth-talking, confident American businessman who briefly enters Penny's life, offering her the possibility of a more stable, polished relationship. With his effortless charm and worldly demeanor, Vernon provides a direct contrast to the unpredictable and rough-edged Vince. He is well-dressed, successful, and seems to embody everything Penny's parents might approve of, but lacks the emotional history and passion that connect Penny and Vince. Vernon serves as a late series complication, forcing the couple to confront what they truly mean to one another. In real life, Ed Bishop was a Canadian-born American actor who made a name for himself in British film and television. He is best remembered as Commander Ed Straker in UFO, and appeared in 2001 A Space Odyssey, The Saint, and numerous Jerry Anderson productions. He passed away on June 8, 2005, at the age of 72, due to a chest infection related to leukemia treatment. His distinct voice and screen presence made him a science fiction icon. Richa Carrey portrayed Hilary Styles in Just Good Friends, 1984, when she was 36 years old. Hilary is a polished, upper-middle-class figure who appears in a professional or social context linked to Penny's life. Elegant, composed, and slightly aloof, she embodies the type of person Penny might have become, or might want to be, had her life taken a more conventional path. Hilary's presence serves to reflect Penny's struggle between conforming to societal expectations and following her heart. Her subtle judgment and perfectly mannered interactions create friction that helps highlight the deeper emotional stakes in Penny's choices. In real life, Richa Carrey has had a distinguished acting career across stage, screen, and television. She appeared in Monarch of the Glen, Jeeves and Worcester, and Separate Lies, often cast in aristocratic or refined roles. She was married to actor Nigel Stock and later to actor-director Nigel Terry. As of 2025, she is 77 years old and continues to work occasionally in theater and television. Kate Williams portrayed Geraldine in Just Good Friends, 1984, when she was 43 years old. Geraldine is a lively, outspoken character who adds a dose of sharp-tongued wit and down-to-earth realism to the series. Often found in scenes involving Penny's extended social world or local hangouts, Geraldine's no-nonsense attitude and working-class flair provide contrast to the more restrained Warrenders. With her quick comebacks and bold opinions, she brings both humor and honesty to the show's romantic complications. She's the kind of character who's unafraid to speak her mind, whether offering advice or criticism, and serves as a reminder of the world outside Vince and Penny's emotional bubble. In real life, Kate Williams was known for her strong portrayals of working-class women on British television. She starred in Love Thy Neighbor, May to December, and later became familiar to soap fans as Liz Turner in EastEnders. As of 2025, she is 84 years old and regarded as a staple of classic British TV. Who is your favorite character from Just Good Friends? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.